Welcome to True Brand Gamer. This week, we're stepping into the shadows to explore 007's First Light, a new James Bond experience focused on style, espionage, and high-stakes action. James Bond has always existed as a certainty. Confident, composed, and lethal, he enters most stories already fully formed. 007's First Light, developed by IO Interactive, deliberately challenges that assumption. Rather than presenting Bond as a myth, the game examines the fragile, uncertain process that creates one. This is not a story about what Bond does. It is a story about how he becomes necessary. The game opens on a younger Bond, gifted but unrefined, whose natural instincts draw the attention of MI6. His recruitment is not framed as destiny, but as potential, something volatile, even dangerous, if left unchecked. Training places him under constant evaluation, emphasizing that intelligence work is not about bravado, but control. When Bond is assigned his first major field operation, an investigation involving a rogue agent and an emerging global conspiracy, the illusion of readiness collapses. The mission fails, and the consequences linger. Failure becomes the narrative's driving force. Bond is not punished through spectacle, but through responsibility. Each decision echoes forward, forcing him to confront the uncomfortable truth that espionage does not reward heroism. It demands accountability. The story tightens as Bond is pulled deeper into a world where loyalty is provisional and every success is measured against the damage left behind. The characters surrounding Bond are designed to apply pressure rather than comfort. M represents institutional authority at its most unforgiving, prioritizing outcomes over intention and stability over sentiment. Q and Moneypenny are present as familiar anchors, but even they reflect Bond's transitional state, offering tools and intelligence while quietly reinforcing that he is still being shaped. New mentors and adversaries complicate Bond's moral compass, questioning his impulsiveness and forcing him to reconsider the cost of ambition. The opponents function less as a traditional villain and more as a warning. Their methods and motivations reflect a possible future for Bond, one where effectiveness replaces restraint and identity erodes under success. In opposing them, Bond is not simply trying to win. He is defining what kind of agent he is willing to become. Gameplay mirrors this evolution with remarkable cohesion. Drawing from IO Interactive's Hitman lineage, First Light prioritizes observation, patience, and adaptability. Combat is present, but it is never indulgent. Violence feels heavy, intentional, and often avoidable. Players are encouraged to manipulate environments, blend into social spaces, and rely on intelligence-driven solutions rather than brute force. Each mission offers multiple paths, reinforcing the idea that mastery comes from preparation, not aggression. This design philosophy reinforces the game's central themes. 007's First Light explores the tension between identity and function, between the man and the symbol he is becoming. Exotic locations, sleek technology, and cinematic set pieces exist, but they are restrained, framed as rewards for discipline rather than distractions from it. Style emerges naturally as Bond gains control, not before. By the end, Bond has not simply survived his initiation, he has absorbed its weight. He understands that being a 00 agent is not about freedom, but limitation. Not about power, but restraint. The legend does not arrive in a single moment. It settles slowly, shaped by consequence, failure, and choice. 007's First Light redefines what a Bond game can be by focusing on the uncomfortable space before certainty. This is James Bond before the tuxedo becomes armor, before confidence becomes ritual, and before the name eclipses the man. It is not the story of a legend in motion, but of a legend being built.